Is this your campus? Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, created 40 years ago to feed Nigeria. But they cannot even feed Abeokuta, despite being given a 7 billion litre dam and over 15,000 hectares of land across Ogun State. Obasanjo Farms has less land across the state, as well as a smaller dam, but produces more agricultural products for the whole of Nigeria. It's like you guys don't get it. This school has a large dam, but they still use wells and boreholes to feed their animals. I kid you not, bro. But let's focus on the campus infrastructure. That's what we came here for. For me, only 3 things stand out in terms of FUNAAB's physical planning and architecture. Number 1 is this gatehouse. No matter what happens, that gatehouse must never be demolished because it is symbolic, architecturally, culturally, fits into the geographical context of Abeokuta. It just makes sense. The concept is nice. There is no university with a better gatehouse than this in Nigeria. Don't even bother arguing with me in the comments. I have the authority to say this, and I have said it. It's final. Number 2 architectural feature that stands out in FUNAAB is their library and motion ground. The entire hard landscape of the motion ground, how it connects with the library, for me deserves more than applause. It needs to become compulsory for every university to replicate something like that across campuses. See guys, even though their faculty buildings, their lecture theaters and their hostels are just basic bland buildings, there's still something this motion ground does to the minds of the students. Placed before the library and flanked by the Senate building, with that miniature Olumo Rock in the middle, is a powerful message. I think it's just a replica but less interesting version of the plaza between the University of Lagos main library, auditorium, bursary and council building. So for me, FUNAAB library and Senate buildings are easily among top 5 or even top 3 in Nigeria by design. Well, unfortunately, those are the only 3 iconic structures in FUNAAB. Almost every other structure in the university is TET fund and the likes. But as you know, I'm always objective. Their school doesn't have cows and it doesn't smell like the University of Abuja. And they have a lot of pedestrian walkways and footpaths. So their layout is still a 6/10, above average. And let's get to the various hostels. I'll not be naming them. I just have to say their hostels are fairly well maintained. They don't all smell. In summary, the average Nigerian university hostel, but way better than what they have in University of Nigeria Nsukka. Fenced buildings, bush everywhere, poor landscaping. Not so impressive as you can see. But at least their campus has starred roads unlike Olabisi Onabanjo University and Lautech. Here's a view of one of the kitchenettes in one of the hostels. Not impressive, but not bad either. Another thing I must commend them for is that many of their buildings have courtyards, and their courtyards are generally green. Although in a few cases like the one you saw previously, they are paved. So yeah, their horticultural students are doing well. Here's one of their ugly college buildings. Nothing to see here, nothing impressive. Next. I don't know how excellent the power situation is, but it said that this is an independent power plant located in the school and they do not depend on the national grid. As you guys can see, FUNAAB is objectively not bad, but of course they can do better. They have a chapel, but if you went to a school like OAU or UI, you'd be ashamed on their behalf. It's looking like one of these Nigerian Pentecostal churches. They call it Chapel of Grace, but man, let's just move on and say the grace. The construction of their masjid is also in progress, or not. I like the shape of the minaret, by the way. Do you think this shows